I want you to imagine something with me. Not the end of the world. Not fire in the sky or sirens in the streets. Just a quiet moment. A normal morning. Phones buzzing. Coffee brewing. People rushing to work. Children arguing over shoes. A world convinced it has tomorrow. And then history stops breathing. Because the return of Jesus isn't described in the Bible as a slow fade. It's described as an interruption. An arrival that splits time in two. Most people think they know how this story ends. They picture chaos, fear, judgment. But when you slow down, when you listen carefully to the words themselves, you realize something unsettling. The Bible doesn't focus first on how Jesus comes back. It focuses on who is ready when he does. For nearly 2,000 years, people have been asking the same question. When is Jesus coming back? Wars have come and gone. Empires have risen and collapsed. Dates have been predicted. Books have been written. Headlines have screamed with urgency. And still, time keeps moving. Jesus himself was asked this question directly. His answer shocked everyone. He didn't give a date. He didn't give a countdown. He said no one knows the day or the hour, not angels. Not even the Son, only the Father. But then he did something unexpected. He started describing conditions. Not signs meant to scare us, but signs meant to wake us up. He spoke of a world filled with noise, but starving for truth. A world where love grows cold, not because evil is loud, but because good people grow tired and distracted. A world where faith becomes casual, convenient, something to be postponed. And then he compared his return to lightning. Think about that. Not a warning light on the horizon, not a slow sunrise you can prepare for. Lightning. Instant. Unmistakable. Unavoidable. One moment, the sky is calm. The next, everything is illuminated. There's no time to get ready once it strikes. You're either ready or you're not. This isn't about fear. It's about urgency, an urgency to live with purpose, today. Historians tell us that almost every generation believed they were living in the final days. But something about a moment feels different. It's not necessarily louder, just heavier. Global anxiety has become the background noise of our lives. Information travels faster than wisdom, leaving us more informed, but less certain. We are more connected digitally than any generation in history. Yet surveys show we are also the loneliest. Morality has become flexible, a matter of personal opinion. Absolute truth is debated, and faith is often filtered through the lens of convenience. So here, as the uncomfortable question no one likes to ask. What if the signs aren't pointing to destruction, but to exposure? What if the final act isn't about the world ending, but about our true selves being revealed? Jesus once told a story about the days of Noah. People were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, working and living their ordinary lives, right up until the moment the flood came. The point wasn't that they were evil monsters. The point was they were completely unaware. They were so absorbed in the now that they didn't believe the future mattered. They didn't think today was significant. The return of Jesus, then, isn't portrayed as a threat to the world. It's portrayed as a shock to those who thought they had more time. It's a surprise to the comfortable, the distracted, the procrastinators. It has the sudden realization that the little choices we made every day were actually building our eternal reality. Biblical scholars point out something subtle but profound. Nearly every teaching about his return is immediately paired with a call to be watchful, not to be fearful, not to panic, but to be aware, to be spiritually awake. Because waiting, in the biblical sense, doesn't mean staring at the sky, waiting for a sign. It means living in alignment with God's will, as if eternity is not a distant concept, but a present reality that is closer than we think. And then there's the part of the story that often gets overlooked, the part no one expects. Jesus doesn't describe himself returning only as a judge or a conquering king. He returns as a bridegroom coming for his bride, the church. He's coming for a people who know his voice, who have been waiting for him with eager anticipation. People whose faith wasn't necessarily loud or spectacular, but loyal and steadfast. People who didn't just believe he was coming back someday, but who lived each day like his presence already mattered. This is where the grand, cosmic story becomes deeply personal. Because the question was never, is Jesus coming back? The Bible is clear on that. The real question has always been, who are we becoming in the waiting? Are we becoming more compassionate, more forgiving, more loving? Or are we becoming more cynical, more distracted, more self? The most surprising twist isn't found in prophecy charts or breaking news headlines. It's this. The return of Jesus doesn't end the story of humanity. It reveals Italiano. It's the moment of ultimate clarity. Every hidden thing is brought into the light. Every quiet act of faith, every whispered prayer, every small moment of kindness that seemed to go unnoticed, it's suddenly remembered and honored. Every moment of love that felt small is suddenly shown to have had eternal significance. And when it happens, Scripture says every eye will see him. Not because our technology is so advanced we can stream it globally, but because truth, when it finally arrives in its fullness, cannot be ignored. It's self-evident. It illuminates everything. So maybe the real reason the Bible keeps the timing a mystery is not to keep us guessing, but to extend mercy. It's more time. More time to forgive. More time to return to him. More time to choose what kind of heart we will carry into eternity. Because when Jesus comes back, it won't just be the end of an age. It will be the powerful, beautiful moment we realize we were never waiting for him alone. All this time, he was waiting for us. He was waiting for us to turn to him, to trust him, to love him. And the question that lingers, long after this video ends, isn't whether he is coming soon. The question is, are we living like his return actually matters? Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this.